Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for Season 1, Episode 2 of Severance. This time the title of the episode is Half Loop and I am excited for this second episode. The first episode was incredible. Definitely an Apple TV show look to it. I really liked it. I don't know, I feel like the base with Apple TV shows are like a little bit different than your regular Netflix or HBO. And I liked it a lot. I didn't expect it to like it as much as I did. And I am here ready to continue and to dive into episode 2. We know a few things about a few things, but we have only watched the first episode. So pretty much, let's just say at least I don't know anything. So we're gonna watch this episode. We're gonna see what is it about. Whether if Mark is going to somehow start remembering because his friend was there who apparently has been unsevered in a way. So I don't know how that works. How is it that the boss is also the neighbor? Anyways, it's a lot of shit going on, so let's see how they what they give us in this episode. But it's filled with clues as well that maybe once we get a little bit further into the story we're gonna kind of have to like find out. So yeah, I'm intrigued by that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys continue supporting for more. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit notification bell. Uncut reactions always posted first on Patreon. In case you guys want to check that out, link as always will be in the description down below. And for now, that's about it. Without further ado, let's just begin with Season 1, Episode 2 of Severance. Here we go.
I am aware that this alteration is comprehensive and irreversible.
Are we gonna see the person? So see, this is fool her.
I love seeing the sunrise on his face.
Who the hell is he?
Good morning, Lawrence.
Morning.
Wait. How is it that he knows though? So he hasn't gone under because he is on the basement as well. Is it actually like they open your brain? Oh no. And you do it while she's still awake? Well, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be brave like that. Oh, they inject something. Oh no.
If you want to spin around and head back in, that should be that.
But he's there.
What the hell?
Again.
It's okay. It's amazing what you're doing.
So she knows, but of course she knows she's conscious of that, and there she's conscious. But then she can't remember it. Oh, that's a chip working inside of you. That doesn't allow you to remember what happens in the staircase. Oh! I don't think I have ever watched a more badass intro than this one since in time I watch Fringe, like Fringe, because I know I pronounced it bad. Huh? My God! What? That has to mean something. That has to mean something. And what is it with the drop of water in the lemon? Ooh. I am more confused than I was in episode 1.
They stagger the entries too, so we don't meet on the outside. It's important, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess we're not friends.
My current file is called Tumblr.
But they did bump into one another. What is a waffle party?
What about Mark's crystal head cube?
That's not a prize. That's just something they gave him.
Ellie,
Why?
I do think the old photos are supposed to stay on the desk until the new ones come in.
Okay. Thank you for the input.
Right.
What are we supposed to do?
Should this mean something to me?
No, scary.
Scary.
I know.
What?
Takes a while to see.
Hey, Mark.
Okay.
I just printed out when you were between things.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
I guess he likes the monotony
Oh,
of
I
things.
dropped here.
You leave at
I think
5.
it turns out I hate this and I want to quit. Is that an option?
No, it's not.
What?
You're not gonna remember not liking the job.
Since this
Now,
What?
let's get this party started.
This is the most boring party
No
ever.
trust fall today, Irv.
Oh, okay.
Right.
They do that too?
No.
I don't think you have an option. There are only like 5 people here.
I think my Audi lives on like a riverboat.
You're Audi.
Right. I actually have a few things to say to her. Can I record something back?
I really want to know about
Guys,
him.
this is Helly.
Okay, this is a lot.
wow.
You're all a bunch of weirdos.
I
That tracks. I have similar worries.
I have similar worries.
It is puzzling you have an outburst like this for Petey and not for,
Outburst?
say, Carol D.
What, are they not supposed to feel that for the people
I
they
think this
work
is a
with?
good time to remind ourselves that
But he didn't go to say anything. Do they randomly, like, do they not eat?
You made it way worse.
Thanks. Or you're
So how you gonna
welcome.
figure out if Petey's okay.
yeah, Milchick's a nice man. When he says something, it's best to listen.
I don't care.
He's a
He can't
scary.
always be nice like that.
How many photos are you taking?
Because frankly, it sounds made up.
Oh. Should we stop her? I bet it's not made up. They have to have some things to restrict people from coming with a simple note, you know? Oh! I told you. Oh, God.
Appreciate your help, sir, as always.
What do you mean, as always? He's
Yeah.
the scare of him.
On you, then. Let's go.
What do you mean, like... What did they do to them? Oh, the hallways just give me more anxiety. No, you're not locking him. Oh, he locked him. Break room. Okay, I don't like it. I don't. They are not actually eating.
Lumen. That doesn't mess with your head?
Yeah, that doesn't it? Because, yeah, he
I
could
think
have that.
For some people, it's the point.
To forget.
In Montana.
Oh, so those are different places.
You're drunk.
They happen to be subsidized by the company that employs them.
Oh, really? Okay, I understand that there's a group that goes against what they are doing, what he chose. But he's talking about, like, it's always like every moral subject, everything that I don't know, walk off the normal, not normal, the common path. It's always brought to the what if they do this to our children, and sometimes we use that excuse to do all sorts of things, you know, and to stop people from doing, you know, adult people from choosing things for their own, you know. I mean, he chose. It's not forced labor. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to guess he gets pay. But they are talking about the autonomy that they don't have in the workplace. Because, like, they don't go any... But technically, they do. Is their mind the one that doesn't get out? Okay, I am confused. But intrigued. So this building belongs to Lumen as well.
Why, thank you. Well, I'm
How is it that the notice is still there? And they haven't checked it? If they own the place, they can walk in. Where's the envelope?
Oh.
In case I found a new man before I got there.
You're flirting with him? Yeah, I don't trust her. Gemma's. Was that your wife?
You feel better, okay, Mr. Scout?
Now they know that that he is
Where's
feeling
Mark?
okay.
Missed you too. Sorry. That was...
He dozed off
I
and he
can't
got...
help that I was hired older than you.
Well, that's true.
Funny timing.
But you were there. I mean, am I supposed to believe that you're severed? And like we know that Milchick is not because he just came down to, or I don't know where he took the call actually. You could have done this on the weekend, by the way, and not raised any alarms. Something's up with him. Oh. Well, he's older. What? Oh! Like in the intro.
No! Irv,
So they can't even dream.
I'm sorry.
Irving.
So they can doze off while inside. And if they do, they have this nightmare that is kind of like the intro. Okay. So you were leading him to you.
Oh God, a 4.
Don't fuck around. I told you.
The C.
You're cleaning the sea?
Yeah. Think about it. Now, Irv thinks we're cutting swear words out of movies.
Okay, so there are a lot of theories. Yeah, it's a lot of hallways.
I hid the original for you when I left.
Well, you get headaches, or what is it?
Because I'm the first dipshit that's ever had it.
Oh.
Plus, living in a cold-ass greenhouse doesn't help, but...
Okay, so... But how did you got that out? Okay, so... They torture them as well. Hi, I know her. She's creating an environment. Why are we doing this, though?
Your
What?
outie is strong and helps someone lift a heavy object.
Him? Imagine if I had a version, an innie, and they tell you, yeah, your outie spend the entire day in her bed, incapable to move.
Please don't speak.
Why does he has points? What are the points for? Why do they give this inside look on the outside life if they are supposed to not have that? What? Doesn't this contradict everything? All of that can be a lie, though. But still, it gives in the sense of like constructing an idea of who they could be. I don't know. Raisin peanuts. Oh my god. How boring is this?
Guys?
What? Wait. What is she doing? So she felt it. I am going to repeat that because like I did not understood what happened. Well, was it just basically the entire episode? Why were they scary? What is the data? Are they erasing people's memories? They're fucking gonna fight him. Look, the red thing. Oh. So I'm gonna guess that they removed the chip thing. Oh! It's because his brain was severed. That's why he's experimenting that. Okay guys, so that was the end of season 1, episode 2 of Severance. If I was confused on the previous episode, I am even more confused on this one. I feel completely lost. I feel like my mind has gone through the severance process and has not retained anything from it. Anyways, so Helly is still, you know, the person that is trying to leave. I bet that the other people are kind of used to it in a way because they've been, I mean, at least Irving and Mark, we know they have been working there for quite some time. And apparently there was another person who quit the job or left the job. And so meaning that there has been different people in the office with them throughout this time. And the fact is as well that they might have seen it before, or they might have even experienced themselves that, that necessity of just walking away, just leaving this place because something feels off. So I understand that, but I kind of like the fact that Haley is still here, because a lot of the questions that we have, Haley as a new person in this department, she's allowed to ask because she is, new. So she asks questions that we want to find out. How is it that we can communicate with the other people? We saw it on this episode. How is it a stop? And I understand that it was a note. She had it physically had a note that said, I quit, right? And apparently people have tried that in the past, but it never goes through, because I am going to guess they don't want the people that have done this to actually leave, or to actually think on the outside that what they did in the inside was not good and that something made them leave, so. And we also see that there's a group that actually has started is against Severance. Apparently Severance is something that they want to do and push to children, but like I said, oftentimes is this idea of everything and everything that is not the common route, or not the common thing that people do. It is always met with people on the other side who will not believe in it, will not be comfortable in it, so the fact that there is a movement against it, it's pretty much, I kind of expected it that. Not necessarily that I was thinking, oh, people might be opposing to it, but it's understandable that there is some fire back, someone against it in the real world, right? Because you can maybe think of the morals of it, the moral aspect of it, and think that it's not it's not very appropriate to do things like this to people, especially because once they are outside, they have absolutely no idea what they actually do on the inside. So people are concerned whether if they are, chopping up people, killing people, or whatever it is that they think that they're doing in there, and they come out and they are perfectly normal, right? So there is that concern, and I kind of understand that, but at the same time, so far it seems like it's done by in the right ways, in the kind of Helly kind of before she got it, she kind of seemed even excited about it, and they make the self tapes. Yes, they read from them. They don't go off screen of script, which you can say that is very much for the legal purposes of the company, to kind of save their asses and say, we are doing this with their consent, 100% their consent. And yes, they are. There's no one behind the scenes putting a gun to their heads. But there is this also subject of whether if they are taking advantage of people who are not dealing with life in the best way, or they might have some type of problem that they will like to run away from. And for them, the only socially accepted way to do it is by separating themselves and forgetting about themselves for 9 hours a day, you know. So it's kind of like we do know that they get pay, you know, but it's kind of like, you know, there is that fine line that they walk, that the company walks, by having these people, you know, work with them. So like I said, I like the fact that Haley is asking the questions. I also like seeing the repercussions of actions. I like seeing that they keep challenging the people inside to continue working, because you have to understand, this self person, like this other being that is created from your own mind, you know, never gets to get outside. It very much is kind of like a slave work in a way, because like they don't get pay, they get rewards in the shape of like erasers when they don't even have pens. So things that are not even for them to use, you know. And then there's the finger trap thing, you know, as well. And they do that by, you know, as much points as they get, how many files they process a day. They get this little incentives, you know, incentives. But at the same time, it's kind of like fucked up, you know, because I understand that the other part of them gets to get out. It's not that they are locked there. The other person does get to get out, does get to have some sort of life, you know, where they have money, they are free to spend it in whatever way they want, apparently. But also at the same time, they live in houses that are owned by the same company. So are you really out once you go into the basement and then come out? Are you really out if you're living in the same town the company is, and the houses that they own? Are you really out? Or do they take you forever? Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to explain the numbers, because I don't have enough information, and two, it's so fucking complicated. I thought that by watching it twice, I will have like an idea of like what the hell she was doing. But no, she, out of some, I don't know what, she got a sense that the numbers were scary. And what are those numbers? And why do they do the things? Are they all looking for dangerous numbers? Are the numbers supposed to be what? Phone numbers? Are the numbers supposed to be threats from the outside? Are the numbers supposed to be memories from other people? Are the numbers supposed to be money? Like, I don't understand. And then, you know, Erwin, who is a little bit like the older person in that department, he kind of does have to deal with the fact that, you know, his mind is not really, you know, by this time, I guess he will like to be retired, you know, though he likes to be there and like he knows everything. He seemed a bit OCD. Is like, to me, like the question of like where is the picture, and like you were not supposed to take it, and then he goes to the length of like actually printing the part of the manual where it says that you're not supposed to take them off, you know. It felt pretty OCD. As someone who deals with OCD, I think I can say a few things about that. So it felt like that, but at the same time, he felt like he might, like something might had been happening with his mind, and so he dozed off. So he fell asleep on the job, which is apparently something they can do. I imagine they come here to work, and that's the only thing that they are supposed to do. they eat, but they get 2 tokens at a time for the vending machine. You know, and they do the cleaning of the place as well, or at least Mark now has to do it, and it was Petey's job before to do it. You know, he has to come in earlier to do these things before the people that work there arrive. Communications between the departments are not really, you know, supposed to happen either, but they kind of do know other people from other departments, but they don't know necessarily what is their, well, maybe they do, I don't know. There was this Mr. Gardner person who was very scary when Haley actually tried to escape with a note, and then they went into the wellness center, the wellness thing, and there were 2 offices, one with the guy that is supposed to be putting things up and like arranging things, you know, or supply or something like that, and then the other one who is supposed to, you know, be more like, I don't know, like the psychologist, but who is telling them when they are in the wellness thing, she's telling them things from who they are on the outside in a way to try to calm them down, and they're not supposed to talk about it with others. But how do you not expect that to come out, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, all the things could be said to just appease his mind in that moment, and everything that she said could be a lie, a complete lie, but there might be some truth to it. And maybe some of the things that he reacted to are the things that he inside of himself feels that are closer to who he is on the outside. I don't know. But apparently you can't feel anything or have any particular like emotion or more emotion about one than the other, because that takes points away from you. And once you get to 0, no more talk or something like that. Weird as hell, you know? But I love the actress who's playing that character, Mrs. Casey? It's something started with C. I'm gonna learn names as I go, by the way. So she I was like, what is the purpose of that? And then if they misbehave, they have this break room that Mark goes in, because he kind of volunteers himself to go in instead of Haley. And he goes in, and then he's meet in this like hallway, it's a kind of hallway like thing, and it is in white as everything else in the other hallways. And at the end there's another door, and the boss is there, but the boss has a different name now that I noticed, because on the outside she's Mrs. Helvig, and on the inside she's Miss Colbat or something like that. But I'm pretty sure she's not severed, or maybe she is. Maybe there are levels of severance, like you remember things from this floor above but not from this floor down, or something like that. I don't know. But the thing is that this woman, right, she was there, and then it cuts and we don't know what actually happens. But then when Mark is talking to Petey is like, and then there is the worst room, and he comes up with a recording of him saying these things over and over and over again, apologizing for the things that he has done wrong. But it's not Mrs. Colbat the one that is Colbert or something like that, the boss telling him to repeat it, but it's Mr. Milchick, you know, telling him that he doesn't believe that he's saying the truth, so he has to say it again. And I'm pretty sure that he, Mr. Milchick, is also not Severance, because he does remember things. He was in the operating room, and he was upstairs, and then he was downstairs, and like he was the one that was there on the on the staircase when she get out on the previous episode. That we didn't see him in the previous episode. Oh god. I am confused as hell. You know, I am extremely confused. So, anyways, for now I think I have the names, some names. Irving, Dylan, Helly, and Mark. Mr. Milchick, Mrs. Selvig, Petey, who has gone through the procedure of having the chip thing removed from his brain, and is of course having, you know, side effects. And he also does remember kind of like the layout, but apparently he has a map on the outside, but there's also a map inside that him and Mark were working on from the inside. Then there's a question of why he has that head of him in like a 4D 3D version of it. There's like 1,000 clues that I don't know where they are leading, because I have no idea what the hell is happening. Guys, I am more confused than I was before. But I like it. My brain hurts, actually, from thinking. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Right? I mean, we can continue the conversation in the comment section down below if you guys are interested in that. But I just gotta say, I am very confused. And also, is Mark an alcoholic? And how is it that he deals with that once he's back at work? And also, they had an intro. The most insane intro I have watched ever since I watched Fringe. I think that there hasn't been another intro that excites me in the same geeky way as that one did and this one does. Insane. Because we're seeing so many versions, and I'm like, dude, I only thought there were 2 versions of him. Why are there so many? You know, of them. And like, then you have all of them on the suit, but you also have him on like red pajamas or something like that. And then kind of goes, and it cuts to him being the only one person, which at the end of the day he is, even though his mind is split. There's only one of him. And that's why I love the ending with Petey actually seeing himself, and you see a version of him who's kind of like, you know, more dressed up and everything, which is the office version of him. And then you have him, and like, I feel like that kind of side effect will happen, you know, as much as your mind tries to regain full consciousness of your work life and your, you know, but also understanding that at one point there were 2 and they were separate, you know, and this part of your mind was completely working and connecting through in other ways, and then, you know, severed. It's insane, but it makes absolutely like 100% sense that PD will see himself like outside, like he had that outside body experience, you know? But how is it that PD is there? PD must know, right? That they own the buildings. So why is he back? And who did the operation on him to unsever him? How did he how did he got that tape out? How did they wire him? Right? Because I'm gonna think that PD had this going on of like there was something wrong happening down there. So he wore a wire and that's the way he captured the sound. But how in the hell did he did that if they are supposedly, you know, this elevator detects everything? I'm pretty sure that it doesn't detect shit and it's actually just people watching the cameras and knowing that, you know, one of them actually has a note or a piece of paper. Because also, do you remember that on the previous episode, Mark was crying and he wiped his tears and yeah, see? And he wiped his tears and he had a piece of tissue in his pocket. And he went downstairs with the piece of paper in his pocket. He didn't know why he had it and he threw it away. But we know where it came from. But it seems so, you know, so it's not like they know 100% if people are carrying something from the outside. It's just, I'm going to guess what they actually see, what they know that is going to happen in the elevator, and that's why the alarms are able to happen. Literally, you know, Helly had the piece of paper in her hand. So, it's kind of crazy that, yes, of course, they're gonna see her and they're gonna put these big alarms to scare her off to try to do this again. But if she tries to do it in any other way without actually saying it, she might get away with it. I don't know. I'm theorizing. And I love the theory about that Dylan had as well. The theory of like they are deleting eels, not eagles, eels and shit from the ocean because humanity is doomed and they're looking for a way for us to live underneath the ocean, you know, in the ocean. And it's kind of freaky that he thinks that because like Lumen has a drop of water, what it seems that, and on their logo it can be a drop of blood as well, you know. I don't know, but it's funny. And then they all have different theories about why they are doing what they're doing, but so far, since they are so way like off, they're not being told not to continue down that path of theorizing. I'm gonna guess if someone actually gets close to the actual truth, they will be like raising alarms for that, right? Anyways, it was a crazy episode. Crazy ass episode. And the next episode is titled In Perpetuity. So we're gonna have that episode happening as well, which is exciting. I'm excited for that episode as well. Intrigued, to say the least. And ready to take on it. Because I need answers, you know? So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy my reaction and my very lengthy review. Which, you know, it's something very funny about my reviews. Is that they happen seconds after I finish the episode. So I don't have time to actually dwell on it, think about it, really think about it, and come up with an actual review video where you analyze every single aspect of the show, like, and actually, you know, pause and take screenshots of the episode, things like that. I don't actually get the time to do that. I just tell you my first impressions of the episode and what I was able to cut while watching it for the first time. So, yeah. Kind of crazy, right? Because a lot of people do have more time to actually do their reviews and actually think about what they are saying instead of just ranting for X amount of time. You know? I don't know. I just thought of that. Anyway, so next episode, like I said, is titled In Perpetuity. This show doesn't come sponsored by anyone. This show is a show that I was recommended after I watched Silo season 2. At the end, this show was recommended, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna react to it. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it, so why not share it with you guys? So that's what I'm doing, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys have fun while watching it. I don't know if there is any of it, but anyways, I enjoy watching it. So yeah, there is that. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys continue supporting for more. Thumbs up if you love Severance. Subscribe, comment, hit notification bell. Uncut reactions always posted first on Patreon. In case you guys want to check that out, link as always will be in the description down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for Severance. That's it. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.